Hey guys, let's get more news about Dallas, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Cowboys ride defense to Thanksgiving win over Giants. For the Dallas Cowboys, Thanksgiving offered a speck of a chance that they could still salvage their season. For the New York Giants, it was more of the same in a lost season. The Cowboys avoided their third 0-6 start to a home season, which would have matched the two worst teams in franchise history, 1960 and 1989. The Cowboys' last home win had come December 30, 2023, against the Detroit Lions, but since then they had lost 6 straight at AT&T Stadium, including playoffs, and trailed by at least 20 points in all those games, an NFL record. At 5-7, the Cowboys can't be considered playoff contenders just yet, but their next 2 games are against the Cincinnati Bengals, 4-7, and Carolina Panthers, 3-8. Dallas has won consecutive games for the second time this season. In the third quarter, the Cowboys had their first double-digit home lead at any point since Week 14 last season against the Philadelphia Eagles. That might not seem like much until you consider that the Cowboys went undefeated at AT&T Stadium in 2023. Pivotal play, DeMarvion Overshown changed the tenor of the game in the second quarter, one play after the Cowboys cut the Giants' lead to 7-6 on a field goal. Blitzing from Drew Lock's right, Overshown blew up Devin Singletary, then tipped Lock's throw to the running back. Without missing a stride, Overshown returned the interception 23 yards for the Cowboys' first defensive touchdown of the season and gave them a lead they would not relinquish. The Giants did not sniff the end zone until late in the fourth quarter, as Overshown's play seemed to invigorate the defense. Promising trend, since making Rico Dowdle the unquestioned lead back, the Cowboys' run game has improved. He became the first Cowboys running back with 100 yards in a game since Tony Pollard in Week 3, ending a franchise-long 26-game streak. A 17-yard run in the fourth quarter put Dowdle over the century mark for the first time in his career. He also had his first rushing touchdown of the season and a season-long 22-yard gain. And he did all this without 2 starters on the offensive line for most of the game, Zach Martin, Tyler Guyton. This came 4 days after an 86-yard outing against the Washington Commanders. Most surprising performance, CeeDee Lamb, who entered as the NFL leader in receptions, had more drops than catches in the first half. He became the first Cowboy pass catcher with at least 3 drops and a half in the past 15 years, according to ESPN research. He had 2 catches for 39 yards in the first half. Lamb saw his NFL record of 44 consecutive games with at least 4 receptions come to an end. Lamb had 4 drops in the first 11 games combined this season. Overshown's flashy pick 6 boosts Cowboys in U.S. Thanksgiving win over Giants. DeMarvion Overshown wasn't sure he could run down the pass he tipped and turn it into an interception for a touchdown. The Dallas linebacker pulled it off, and now the chase is on for the Cowboys to try to dig out of a deep hole in pursuit of a 4th consecutive playoff trip, this time without franchise quarterback Dak Prescott. Overshown's dynamic pick 6 from 23 yards put Dallas in front for good. Rico Dowdle ran for a score in his first career 100-yard game, and the Cowboys held on for a 27-20 Thanksgiving Day victory over the New York Giants. Cooper rushed through a TD pass, and Dowdle finished with 112 yards Thursday as the Cowboys, 5-7, ended a 6-game home losing streak going back to a wild-card playoff loss to Green Bay last season. Dallas has consecutive victories coming off a 5-game losing streak, but still plenty of work ahead to get back in the postseason picture. Prescott tore a hamstring in Week 9 of what was already a reeling season. "We just needed that one last week, kind of get the ball rolling, felt that victory feeling in the locker post-game last week," Rush said of the wild 34-26 victory at Washington. "Everything's kind of coming together, feeling good about it." Drew Lock, who started in place of the injured Tommy DeVito a week after the benching and subsequent release of Daniel Jones, lost a fumble following Overshown's pick 6 in a 7th consecutive loss for the Giants, 2-10. Locke ran for 57 yards and a touchdown that ended up being too late to avoid New York's 8th consecutive loss to its NFC East rival as the Giants were eliminated from playoff contention. "This is one of my first times to be able to come in and play a full game with these guys and show them what I can do," Locke said. "Minus the turnovers and a few things, it was up and down. Some good. Some bad." The Giants had their first lead since Week 5, before Overshown put the Cowboys back in front after they had led for just 2 minutes, 15 seconds during their 6-game skid at AT&T Stadium. Leading 7-6, Locke tried to flip a screen pass to Devin Singletary after the running back had been overpowered trying to block Overshown. The second-year linebacker ended up between Locke and Singletary, tipped the pass into the air toward the end zone, used his speed to run it down and scored untouched. Tom Brady sends championship DNA praise Mike McCarthy's way. Dallas Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy gained a strong backer on Thanksgiving Day. Through all his criticism amid a 4-7 start, a Super Bowl winner is in his corner, Tom Brady. The 7-time Super Bowl winner got asked his thoughts on McCarthy, who's been on the hot seat this season. McCarthy still has many fans believing he's not a fit for Dallas anymore. Brady, though, believed different as he called the New York Giants-Cowboys game. "Oh, I think Coach McCarthy is a great coach," Brady began, as captured by The Athletic's Cowboys insider John Machota. "His 18th season as a head coach. He's a great leader of men. But not only as a play caller, he's a developer of players, of talent, of quarterbacks." Brady added he even got a taste of McCarthy's persona. "He's got a very consistent personality to him. He won in Green Bay. He's got a championship DNA," Brady said. Finally, amid the harsh critique McCarthy's coaching has received by others this season, Brady sees differently. "I think he's one of the better coaches in the NFL, absolutely," Brady said. Brady isn't the only one voicing his support of the Super Bowl 45 champion with the Green Bay Packers. Noted by ESPN Cowboys insider Ed Werder, franchise legend Troy Aikman is another backer of McCarthy. Ed Werder, Troy Aikman, and Tom Brady on national telecasts express their high regard for Mike McCarthy. Not everyone is behind McCarthy, though. Verbose Cowboys fan and former Fox Sports 1 personality Skip Bayless blasted the coach twice during the Giants game. "Mike McCarthy's Dallas Cowboys make so many mistakes and always look so poorly coached and prepared," Bayless posted on his X, formerly known as Twitter, account. Bayless's other rant contained all caps. "Once again, Mike McCarthy does not have his team ready to play even on the Thanksgiving Day stage. How does this man still have this job? Oh, that's right, Jerry loves him like a son." Those posts by Bayless, though, were before Dallas pulled away. McCarthy gained a brand new supporter on the holiday. Brady believes McCarthy is more talented as a coach than what most critics think. McCarthy already saved himself from a further onslaught of criticism by leading Dallas to the 34-26 upset of the Washington Commanders. Even Cowboys owner/general manager Jerry Jones talked of a possible extension for the embattled head coach before the Thanksgiving contest. Now, he placed the Cowboys in a position where they're rolling as they begin heading into December, the month where the postseason push really intensifies. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Tom Brady? Leave your opinion in the comments.